So in previous video we saw to design a Turing machine for the language L is equal to a power n uh, b power n such that n greater than or equal to 1. So equal number of a's and b's should be there. So for every a we have tried to match one b. Now if this video is clear for you, then this is very easy. Here we have A, B, C. For a there should be a B, there should be a C. So once we find a visited A, we should find a visited B and a visited Z for C. So this is the logic we are going to use. So I directly go with the transition diagram. So we are initially in a state called Q0. The only possibility to start with the string is A. So we replace that with X and move towards right. In between there can be any number of B's. I'm sorry. In between there can be any number of A's. We have to traverse all the A's. So we have a possibility to move across all the A's. So replace all A's with A and move towards the right. Now when a B comes, this is the B for this A. You change that to Y and move towards right. In between there can be a possibility to have any number of B's. So you replace that with B, move towards right. When C comes, replace that with Z. Now we have identified for 1A, 1B, 1C. Now our task is over. Move towards the left hand side to repeat the process for the next A. So we need to traverse to the left hand side. So left hand side we have the possibility to have B, and before that we have the possibility to have visited B's also. Okay, no, not before. Before this B we have the possibility to have visited B. So replace that with Y, and unvisited A we can have the possibility. So we'll be moving all these things. Now once you traverse towards the left hand side, the next possibility is X. Once X comes, we have reached the starting point here. So you replace that with X, move towards the right to fetch the next A. While fetching the next A, in between there is a possibility to have visited B also. So you replace that with Y, move towards right. Once unvisited B comes, you replace that with Y, move towards right. Now here also there is a possibility to have visited C, that is Z's. So you replace that with Z, move towards right. Now C comes, you replace that with Z and move towards left. Once C you have identified, that you replace with Z, because for the next A, B there is a C now. Now while traversing back also we should have a possibility to have Z, because we can have the possibility to have visited C's. So we are replacing that with left and moving towards the right hand side. Left hand side. Now once X comes, you replace that with X, move towards right. Likewise you can fetch another A. Let us say, suppose you have AA, BB, CC and a blank here. Now this A we will replace. Then in between A comes, you replace that with A, move towards right. B comes, you replace that with Y and move towards right. When B comes, you replace that with B, move towards right. Now C is coming, replace that with Z, move towards left. Left hand side B coming, replace that with B. Y is coming, replace that with Y. A is coming, replace that with A and move towards left. When X comes, we have reached the starting point. So we have identified one pair of A, B, C. Now we have to repeat the process for the next A. So we have reached the state Q0. So A is coming, you replace that with X. So in between there is a possibility to have unvisited A's and visited B's. Now here visited B is coming. So we will move on to the right. Now B is coming, replace that with Y, move towards left. Z is coming, replace that with Z, move towards right. Once C comes, so for the next A, B, C, we have found a match. So we are converting that to Z. While returning back, there is a possibility to have Z. There is a possibility to have Y. Now, once you arrive at this X, it means that you have arrived at the second A, that is the starting point where you have started. Now from here, if no more A's are coming, only Y's are coming, it means that all your A's are visited. So you have to make sure all your Y's are visited and also all your Z's are visited by making a right transition like this. Now once your A's and B's are visited, after that if a blank comes, you replace that with blank and you halt Q5. Now this is going to be the transition diagram. I hope you can construct transition table of your own. The input tape is containing symbols A, B, X, Y, A, B, C and X, Y, Z. You can refer to previous example and try to construct transition table. And you can go with instantaneous description for any string. Say for example A, B, B, C, C also. Try of your own and see. When this question is asked, you have to explain the logic of how you are going to design a Turing machine. Then you have to go with transition diagram, transition table and then instantaneous description. All should be there in the answer.